So today we're going to talk about how to format your paper in MLA Citation. So after you've written your paper, or maybe before you've written your paper, it can be a good idea to format it in a standard formatting. For English classes, we usually use MLA format, which is Modern Language Association. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to push Control A to select all of our paper. Then you want to come up here to the line and paragraph spacing. You see this where it says line and paragraph spacing, and you're going to click double. So automatically that puts space between all of your lines. The original idea was so that people could write between your lines to give you feedback about what you were writing. Now it's just more of a standard procedure that we tend to observe, but it can make it a little easier to read. So next thing that we want to do is we want to put our name. So here I'm going to put Jane Doe. So you'll put your first and last name at the top of the paper. Then you put your teacher's name, Mrs. Slaughter. After that, you're going to put your class. So this would be ELA 9 or 10, depending on which class you have me for. Some teachers also like you to put your class period there so they know what class period you belong to. And then the last thing is you'll put the due date for the assignment, which was 12/19/2023. So after you've completed that, you're going to come up here to our Align and Indent. You're going to click Center. You're going to add a title. So what I wrote my essay on was standardized testing. So I'm going to write standardized testing as my title. Now, as you become a better writer, you may want to write more interesting titles, such as we could think about something like standardized tests are destroying our children's futures, or something that catches the attention. Since this is just an essay for a class, it's not vital that we have a good title. Most teachers aren't going to grade you on the quality of your title. So the next thing you're going to do is add a page number. So we're going to go to Format, go to Page Numbers, and you're just going to click Apply. So once again, that was Format, Page Numbers, and then click Apply. So this will bring up your number up here. Don't delete it, but you do want to put your last name. Remember, the student's last name was Doe, and so I'm going to put her last name Doe right there. What this does is, as we look at the other pages, it puts their last name and the page number. If I was turning this in using paper format and one of my pages were to fall off of my paper, I would know which paper it belongs to because I have the last name next to the page number. The next thing is we want to get rid of these extra spaces between the paragraphs, and we want to put, instead of doing that, we want to push the tab key to indent the beginning of every paragraph. So here, tab. So delete, tab, backspace, tab. So this just helps to follow standard formatting procedures for the MLA documentation. That's how they want you to do your paragraphs. So you notice here there are no extra spaces between the title and your header up here with your name and date and so on. There's no extra spaces between the title and the beginning of the text. It just has these 4 lines up here, the title centered using this, not using a bunch of spaces or tab keys, and then a tab at the beginning of your paragraph, and then your standard paragraphs.